Neither party should be playing partisan politics with an issue that is as nonpartisan and is as important as the safety and security of the American people. If there are credible threats, they must be taken seriously and must be followed through on and prevented. But if not, let's stay focused on exactly who our enemy is and what we need to defeat them.
So that is a Democratic congresswoman out of Hawaii, among those questioning the Obama administration's motives, as many lawmakers accuse the administration of playing politics with terrorism, overhyping a threat to the Mall of America to try and shame Republicans into backing down in the fight over Homeland Security funding. Congressman Peter King serves on the House Homeland Security Committee. He's also chairman of the House Subcommittee on Counterterrorism and Intelligence. Welcome back here to America's Newsroom.
Thank you, Bill.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you.
Is there a mixed message when Jay Johnson says there's a threat to the mall, and then Josh Earnest at the White House says, no, we've known about this for some time, and we've been watching it? What's the truth?
I think the truth basically is, Bill, we do have to take the threat seriously. I don't believe there's any orchestrated effort by al-Shabaab. However, having said that, once that goes out over the internet, once it's posted on social media, especially in Minnesota, where there's a large Somali American population and more than 20 Somali Americans have gone to Somalia to be trained as terrorists. So you do have to worry about the lone wolf striking out. And that's why, for instance, even here in New York, the NYPD has raised has increased its security. Certainly here in Nassau County, the mall is getting more protection from the police. But I think that both parties here, quite frankly, are not addressing this issue correctly. We should not be cutting off DHS funding, and I put blame on both parties for that. And I think the time for that has to end. We have to fund DHS. We have to stop the game.
Let me get to that now. But Jay Johnson said on Sunday, if anyone's planning to go to the Mall of America today, on Sunday, they've got to be particularly careful. I think he said it on more than one occasion. Now, with regard to funding on DHS, will there be a deal by Friday?
I would hope so. I think it's too risky. We shouldn't be playing Russian roulette with our Homeland Security. This is too vital. It's too important. And we have to listen, the Democrats being irresponsible in filibustering. I think Republicans were wrong in making this a hostage to the immigration issue. They're not the same. They shouldn't be. And we have to address it. Again, there's too much at risk here. Democrats
allege that Republicans put themselves in a bind. Did they mismanage this from the start? You agree with that?
Yes, I think we have mismanaged it, and I think the Democrats, though, are being totally irresponsible in refusing to allow this to come to a vote. But I don't want to just be finger-pointing. We, Republicans, are in charge. Democrats have the presidency. We have to come together and get this done by Friday, because the American people are going to say, yeah, if you can't agree on this, what can you agree on? These are two separate issues, and we've managed to bring them together, and in doing that, it's putting the country at risk.
I get the point you're saying. The Republicans say they're going to take the blame if anything shuts down, but really, in truth, nothing shuts down, does it? I mean, because border security still operates. The TSA doesn't go home. I mean, these divisions of our government and security do not fold on Friday if there is no deal, do they?
Well, first of all, just say grants. You cannot be sending funding and processing grant money, which is so important to a place like New York or Boston, Chicago, which rely on this funding, and that's important to keep that going. Also, Bill, anytime, I'd say 85% of the people are coming into work. The fact is, almost all of the front office people will not be working, so you won't have the leadership that's essential. Also, to me, you're taking a risk. If you're sending people to work with without paying them, then they're not going to do the same job that they will if they are getting paid. And why take that risk? That's the point I'm making.
Well, officially, 30,000 would be furloughed in the Department of Homeland Security, and 200,000 others will continue to work but receive no pay until Congress gets a deal. But I'll take you on your word and expect a deal before Friday. We'll see when it happens then.
I certainly hope so, Bill.
Thank you, sir. Peter King, Congressman from New York, with me now. Thanks.